Hey guys, Ames Games coming at you with another Fallout 76 video. Today we are going to be talking about how you can get the most amount of caps in the least amount of time with the least amount of hassle. And so far, I'll be breaking down 3 ways on how you can do this on your own, and then give my opinion on what the best method is at the end. And the best method is going to be pretty clear. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have not done any of these cap exploits prior to the last patch we had for the game. You know, that huge ass 46 gigabyte patch we had? Yeah, I have not done cap exploits. I decided a couple days ago I'd give them a try, and I played with each one just enough to where I felt like I had a decent, I could get a decent run through every time. And then what I did was I timed it for a half hour each and saw which method gave me the most caps at the end. And because of the server patch, I want you guys to know that pretty much all these methods are still somewhat viable, but it really doesn't seem like they're going to be nearly as good as they were before the patch. And before we start the video, if you guys have any information pertaining to what I'm doing in this video, because like I said before, I have not done any of these methods prior to the patch, so maybe I'm doing something wrong, maybe I missed a step, who knows. Go ahead and comment down below. Other than that, let's go ahead and dive into the video. Alright guys, so the first farming technique is going to be cap stashes. We're going to be going to their locations and just picking them up until they respawn. So basically you're going to head to the Morgantown train yard, and then right behind this green shed is where your first cap stash is going to be, right to the left of that green dumpster that we went through. Now, past this, right through this shed, right there is going to be the next one. Now, the next one is going to be right in this barn, right here. And this little table that I'm about to pick the cap stash at, that's like the most common one. That seems to have the highest percentage of spawning in for some reason. There's going to be one on that table and the table right there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward so you guys can witness the whole half hour of me farming this area. And here's what I think happened in the patch. You can still server hop because most of the time I do still find cap stashes, but it's not nearly the amount that I used to find. For example, there would be 3 times in a row that there would just be absolutely no cap stashes at all. And then all of a sudden, it would click and then like every single spot would have cap stashes. And then it might have it like that twice. So I feel like the respawn happened in the limited amount of servers that you can go to, and you just pick up the caps in those same servers that you go to. And then, like, let's just say the max is 3 servers that this method will allow you to go to, then I guess all you're going to be going through is getting those 3 locations and then just keep running through them like a madman till they spawn in. But I will say, doing this method, I was able to get 368 caps for a half hour. So in an hour, you know, coming to the Morgantown train yard and collecting all these cap stashes, you'd probably get a little over 700 caps an hour. Is that good? It's okay. It's good-ish. I'll give it that. It's not nearly as good as what it was before this patch came out, but like I said, maybe I'm doing something wrong. If I am, go ahead and comment down below, let me know, and I will correct it in the next video. And then before we move on, I do want to note that something you could do is try all 3 of these methods out. Actually, the one at the end, maybe not, but the other 2 maybe try out. Maybe do this cap stash thing, and then when it's not spawning in, do the next method I'm about to show you, which is the Mothman method. Or the Mothman egg method, I should say. Now, to start this method, all you gotta do is travel to Point Pleasant, home of the Museum of the Mothman. And this method is actually probably the most commonly known method. I know it was one of the first methods. I think the dude that started this was was Mexis or something like that. I think it was him that actually found this method out. But anyways, you're going to make your way through here. And to the right of this fellow right here is that ugly-ass Mothman statue that's scary as hell. Now, you see me picking up all these Mothman eggs? Yeah, you want to do the same. And you probably honestly already know about this method. This is a pretty common method, and I think it's the most popular one, or the second most popular one, close to. And also, back here, if you veer off to the left of where we went, is where the rest of the eggs are. So each one of these eggs, at least in my inventory, were worth 2 caps a pop. And that would be awesome because you could make a shit ton of money with that, especially because they don't weigh a lot, so you could get hundreds of eggs, especially if you like cleared out your inventory and you were wearing power armor, and you could do that. That would be awesome. Like I have 142, so times that by 2, and that's how many caps I could have made. But the thing is, I think the patch also did something with the vendors as well, because every time I logged into the vendors, I would sell it, and like these guys, when I got done with them, for example, they only had 7 caps left, and every single one had 7 caps left, no matter where I went almost. It was freaking ridiculous. And it's not like you could fast travel other places because we're farming caps, and fast traveling costs caps. So it kind of made this method almost obsolete, honestly, which is really sad. Now, it's not bad just to do like, I don't know, like once a day, or maybe what you could do is farm a crap ton of eggs, and then every single day just sell them, and I guess you get 200 caps a day, or do it periodically throughout the day. But it kind of takes the grindiness out and makes it just a little too hard for my taste. And plus, we were getting 368 caps in every half hour on the hour, which isn't crazy or anything to get excited for, but I think that's honestly probably the fastest way to get caps in the game, besides just like completing missions, obviously, and playing the game normally. But yeah, I think that new patch really fucked the pooch on this one, because I swear, like, yeah, every time I logged in, the vendors would only have 7 caps. And then I went to the church once, in one of the towns. I totally forgot the name of the town, but I went to him, that vendor, and he had like 150 caps. And then I reloaded, and he had the exact same number of caps that I left him with as well. So they really did something with the vendors, so you cannot do this exploit anymore. At least can't do it the same way. You're just gonna have to get your eggs and kind of be a little more patient with it, and just sell the eggs periodically throughout the day. Now, the next method, I'm just showing it because I guess you could also use it to level up decently easy. I think it'd only be good for leveling if you're like a low level and stuff like that. Like I did it for a half hour. I only leveled up once, which isn't anything exciting, but they were level 5 and I was level 27, so I guess it could be way better if you're a lower level. So to start the method I'm talking about, all you gotta do is travel to the WV Lumber Company and go ahead and plop your base down. Now I can show you how to build that base. I have it in another video. Just check out my channel for more info. Lay all your turrets on one side and have at it. Now it does not have to be at this location. That's why I didn't show it on the map. But I mean, I guess if you want to travel here, it is literally at the top left of the map. It's like a big old red bar, and you can't miss it. Anyways, there's a bunch of there's like an army of level 5 super mutants here. You could use this method to travel like anywhere, really, like, and find any enemy that has caps. For me personally, the enemy that always carried caps were super mutants. So I was like, well, hey, I guess I'll give this a try. And I actually ended up getting 31 XP every single time I killed one. And, you know, sometimes it would only take me a couple minutes to kill like 10 of them. So that was a decent amount of XP for a short amount of time. I don't think it's not the best method for leveling, and it's honestly not the best method for farming caps, but I think it's more fun than just running around and collecting the stat cache. So if you want, I guess, more of a fun way and not that much of an efficient way. Plus, it is really cool to see a swarm of bullets flying at your enemies that aren't your own. I mean, that was kind of cool right there. I felt kind of good seeing that. But anyways, you do get a decent amount I don't even want to say decent amount of caps. You get caps doing this. I mean, you're not going to go broke. I ended up getting 136 caps in a half hour, which is way less than what you should get, just because this method took me a little bit longer, because most of my weapons broke. So I had to use like low level weapons, like a level 5 like short hunting rifle, and I went from doing like one shot and killing them in the head to it took me like 2 shots to kill each enemy. So the best method currently for farming caps in Fallout 76 would have to be the cap stash method, the first one that I showed you guys. You got the most amount of caps in the least amount of time with the least amount of hassle. I think the funnest method, however, is probably this mutant one, and I'm honestly not going to do either. I'm only going to do these methods when like I'm making videos and I need the fast travel from location to location to location, because I find myself never having enough caps to travel where I need to go, and that's why I needed the farm caps so much. So it helped the efficiency of me making YouTube videos. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe for more awesome content, and comment your best tips and tricks for farming caps and what else down below. I'm sure most of you will say that it's just playing the game, kind of like you did in my last farming video that I posted. But hey, it's whatever. Wanted to share it. Hope I helped some of you. But other than that, I will see you on the next video. Bye.